My name is Natasha Wilson. I'm the CEO and founder of COHAP Outreach Corporation.
Okay, nice. And what is that exactly?
Well, COHAP stands for Chance of Hope and Prosperity, and we are a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and we serve the homeless. Our clientele is veterans, those formerly incarcerated. That's for the juvenile and the adults, and the young adults have been aged out of foster care. And lately, we've been serving women with children that's been fleeing from domestic violence.
I love that. And I was just wondering some interesting facts about you, like growing up, your family, your hobbies, just what you do with time outside of your professional life.
I'm originally from Corpus Christi, Texas, a little small city. Everybody know that city by Selena, the Tejano singer. And my hobbies is I love real estate and I love interior design. And I'm also a senior project construction manager as well. So I love flipping houses and new construction, and that's my hobbies I love to do. And I also love to read books and spend time with family and meditate.
What kind of books do you like to read?
Um, Anything that's dealing about enrichment of the mind. It could be learning different streams of income, learning different business aspects into real estate, things about being more successful, and I also like reading the Bible as well.
And could you tell me a little bit about your educational background and career, kind of like how you got started and how you figured out what path you wanted to pursue?
I always wanted to go into real estate from the beginning because I always wanted to develop real estate in neighborhoods. So, but my background is business administration and also small business management as well. So that's my school, and I also became a realtor over a decade ago. I was a licensed realtor. Started out with Century 21, and I started my own company into the construction side of it. I'm also a business broker as well and a loan signing agent. So I wear many hats.
Yes,
that
it
do.
sounds like it.
Yes, I'm also event coordinator, do event planning. So I do a lot.
Yeah, it sounds very busy. My dad actually works in construction.
Okay, yes, I love it.
So as I'm a business student right now,
Okay.
and so I was wondering, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given in your career?
Um,
It's probably a lot, just like
yes,
one that really sticks.
it's great to be a people's person and also have passion. With the compassion added into it, where you have to wear the other person's shoes and understand what they're going through in life. So to me, that's very important and to remember. And don't never forget where you come from.
That's great advice.
Yes.
So for COHAP, I was wondering, what's your role as a CEO? Like, what's your daily kind of tasks look like managing your employees and like that?
I'm always busy, always in meetings, mostly teams meetings, leading different teams, the organization, partnership meetings. I love to meet new partners and also collaborate. I do a lot of volunteer work myself as well. So 2 Saturdays ago, I'm a member of the Houston Millennium. So our organization partnered with them, and we went out on Earth Day to represent and clean out the neighborhood.
Wow.
So y'all probably saw me on the news picking up trash. I was on there, but yeah, I do a lot of giving back to my community. I also do a lot of intaking of clients that's homeless. Majority of our clients are homeless. So I get those emergency calls. I'm without food. I'm outside sleeping on the bench. I get all those calls. So
That's really inspiring
Yes.
with how much you do in your professional life that you still make time to give back to the community. You don't see
Oh,
that
yes.
as much nowadays, and I think it's really important, especially for my generation coming up,
yes,
to be able to give back.
thank you.
So, I wanted to ask you about the back to school drive bash and what can we expect in terms of like activities and who your partners are and things like that.
Oh, yes, amazing. So it's on July the 20th. It's on a Saturday from noon to 3. And what our organization does, annually we sponsor a low-income apartment complex. And we give the whole apartment complex, all the school-age kids, a back-to-school bash drive where we make sure they're equipped with backpacks, school supply kits, hygiene kits, shoes, socks, tote bags. And we also bring resources and a bunch of fun activities. And the reason why I do that, because I remember growing up, I grew up in poverty. And my mother was a single mother. And I remember there was a time where she didn't really have Well, she did not know I knew this, but I kind of overheard her talk about it one night while she thought I was asleep, crying, saying, how I'm going to get school supplies and backpacks. When I got the opportunity to go out there, and when I looked around, I kind of had like a flashback when I was a child. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do this straightforward every year. We're going to be sponsoring these apartment complexes that's in a disadvantaged community. So to expect there is going to be a lot of fun. We got live entertainment, dance performers. We have a DJ from 102.1, well, Magic 102.1. They're going to get upset by me messing it up. My host is KG Smooth for Magic 102.1. He's going to be there. We're going to have Texas Children's Hospital has partnered with us. They have blessed us with to sponsor 300 kids with backpack school supply kits. We have the Harris County Sheriff Department going to be out there, the Houston Food Bank, Baker Ripley. I mean, we have psychologists that's going to be coming in to talk about mental health. Anti-Bully Foundation is going to be there. They're going to talk about suicide prevention as well. We're going to have a great time. I mean, we got city officials coming, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee attending, State Representative Ron Reynolds. We also have council member that's in the educational field, Renetta Murray, going to be attending. We have a lot of people going to be showing up. We're going to have a mascot, a train,
Wow.
haircuts for the kids, a glam table full of girls. We have 7-Eleven that's sponsoring the food. Pepsi Cola sponsoring the drink. Southwest Region Frito-Lay sponsoring chips. We have cookies. I mean, it's going to be a great turnout.
That just sounds like an
Yes.
incredible event.
And I wanted to make sure wasn't really just for the children. It's for the parents as well because they in need. And I wanted to make sure that everyone know that we could come together as a community to brighten their lives up.
That's incredible. And I know you didn't mention this, but kind of like through all that, in the back to school drive bash, one of the people, the community you didn't mention is the teachers, because I've
Yes.
come to learn that a lot of the times they have to buy the school supplies as well.
Yes.
So that is, I know that's going to be really helpful to them and the community
Yes,
as well.
it is.
Okay, and I kind of wanted to ask, since you said you were an event planner, how has that helped you planning events like the back to school?
It helped. I have a big imagination, and every time I do events, it always turn out bigger. And then I have to tell myself, Natasha should have known. You know who you are. So whatever I said, it gets big. And I don't know. I just love putting events together. That's just my specialty.
And I was also wondering, like, I'm interested now. I want to know how to get involved. So how can me, along with other people in the community, get involved? What can we do to help?
For the organization or for event planning?
Both.
For both.
For the back to school event and the
yes. I have committees, different committees. So I'm looking for more people to join our committee. They could go to www.COHAPOutreachCorporation.org and they could click on the committee tab, or they want to volunteer. So that'd be great if they come out to help along with our other events that's going to be coming up. And then with the event coordinating, since I went to school for interior design as well, and I love paint colors and design, I guess it was kind of hand in hand. My mother, was an event coordinator, but I guess she kind of was. They used to always call her to do the decorations for baby showers and different parties. And she always did the balloon bouquets, and I remember her always being the one doing that. So I guess it was something that has kind of rubbed on me into my family, the bloodline. But if you want to, just start volunteering in an event committee like mine. I have an event committee, and they could join and see what I do and how I do it, and they would get all the learning skills they need.
That's incredible. Especially for my generation, we really need to be more active in the community.
Yes, we all do. Yes.
Okay, and I wanted to talk about your fundraising events coming up, especially for the homeless crisis situation. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes. Here in Houston, it's really bad right now with the homeless situation going in hand. And right now, we're having 2 fundraising events that we're planning to come up. We're raising funds for 2 multi-unit buildings, and we're looking to rehab them, turn them to residential housing, and that's going to help with the homeless situation. We're also going to be raising funding to get a group of single-family homes, which I'm going to turn them into group homes, shared living spaces. So when the kids that turn 18 in foster care, they'll have a place to call home. So I don't want them to worry about, oh, my birthday's coming up, because as you know, on the day of their birthday, they have to leave. They get a big black trash bag and get told to put everything in that trash bag, only one. Whatever don't fit has to stay. I had some clients say they got $25 when they left. Some said they didn't receive anything. So I want to make sure that everybody have a place to call home.
Yeah, that's really inspirational because I don't know personally any foster kids that have aged out, but I've seen like through social media their stories, and it's really sad and really touching.
Yes, they have the highest rate of homelessness, been victimized in prostitution and trafficking, and been incarcerated. And I also want to touch since we're talking about incarceration, here in Texas, in our TDC at the TDCJ, 50% of our prison population are veterans.
Wow.
That's really sad. So we need to do something about it in the community.
I agree. So, do you have any other closing remarks, concerns, or anything you want to speak about events coming up, or you're more about your organization, or?
Yes, I could explain more about our organization and more things we do. We're also raising funds for our brick and mortar building because we're going to have all our classes and programs in-house. Right now we run it out of satellite offices. We're a partner with Houston Community College. So anyone come through our program, we also assist them get a scholarship to go back to school, to get a vocational certification. We have an entrepreneurship program to help ones that needs help on assistance on how to start their own business. We also have a mentorship program that's going to start at the fall of this year to help those that needs a mentor, because a lot of people need a mentor. I have one for myself as well, so it's always great to have one. And you already know about our housing program, which we're offering temporary housing. We are a partner agency with the Coalition for the Homeless as well. So we really do a lot within the community. And our mental wellness program, we doing it in the form of meditation and yoga. So kind of like a holistic way. But we also give them referrals to go to counseling, therapy if they need it. And then we also give them referrals, anything they need referrals for food, like emergency food, for furniture, to help equip their house with furniture. After we get them placed into a home, we make sure we have wraparound services for them. So they will never leave without anything.
Yeah, speaking of like mental health and kind of on the same topic, this is just a personal question for me. You do so much, and it's very apparent through this interview. What do you like to do to prioritize that in your life?
For mental health?
Yes, and like, taking care of yourself.
Yes, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself is what I call it, is very important. But I'll tell anyone, it's nothing wrong to ask for help. It's nothing wrong to go to a counselor, to see a therapist. In my time, in my grandparents' time, they always said, oh, just say a prayer, put it under the rug, everything fine. No, that's a problem. The reason why I have another big place in my heart regarding mental illness, this past year in July, on 4th of July, my mother's baby brother, my uncle, that's a Marine vet, took his life. And I was over his whole funeral. I had to bury him. And still dealing with that, but it kind of hurt to know that he was dealing with something to commit suicide. So, and he's not the only one in my family have done it. I have a younger cousin that was 25, did it on a military base. So, mental wellness is very important. Sometimes you might have to take a medication. Sometimes you might need to do prayer, have somebody you could call on that you can just have a hug, love. I tell everybody, let everybody know that you love them. And I don't like all this texting stuff.
Yeah.
Call the person. Go visit them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes you need to see their face and expression. Anybody can say I'm doing fine. But if you're actually seeing them, the facial expression speaks more.
Yes, I
And just spend more time with family. Have vacation trips. Do not be a workaholic, because that's not always good. Because we have a day by day and we don't know when our time is near. So be gracious of your time with your family, is what I tell everybody. And with me, I spend time with my family. To me, when I volunteer, it does something for me when I put a smile on people's face. It's like I forget all my problems, what's going on. And I always been like that. I like to make people laugh, smile, so I might be goofy at times. But that's what I do.
Yeah.
And pray and meditate.
That was actually one of my 2024 goals was to volunteer more. So I started volunteering with the animal shelter
Okay.
next to my house like 3 times a week, and I agree. It's been very therapeutic. It kind of gets you out of your situation. I feel like
Yes, you're not thinking about it.
it's so easy to get wrapped up in your problems, but when you go out into the community and do things and serve others, it
That's
really
right.
takes away.
And I love listening to music. And I love all types of music. I'm just a fan of all music.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Oh goodness. I just listen so much. You won't be surprised, but I listen to Tejano, salsa, Cuban music, orchestra. I love orchestra. I love country. I listen to everything. My family is in music. You know, R&B, gospel. I mean, I listen to everything. So
Yeah, you're a
it's
lot more
ki-
adventurous than me.
yeah, it's very difficult to put one down because from being in Corpus Christi, it's a Hispanic area over there. And a lot of my, like my godmother is Hispanic, and I just love that part of era, the Cuban salsa. So,
Okay, well,
yes,
I guess we'll wrap it up here, but I
yes.
just wanted to thank you for coming on and
Thank
answering
you.
all my questions.
I appreciate it.
so
Thank you. And visit our, we're on social media. So we're
Oh,
on
yes.
Twitter, we're on Facebook, on Instagram. It's at COHAP Outreach Corporation is our social media handler. So please follow us on YouTube. Oh, my throat, sorry. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, we everywhere.